Alright everybody, welcome back to another episode of Making My Dream Game. I hope your last project is where you wanted it to be. Like I said, I'm just gonna keep going from here on out, otherwise you could just keep downloading the projects and you know what I mean? It's not fun to me that way, 'cause you're not learning anything. But, and I feel like you guys have the basics now of a car game, so you can really take it wherever you want. But in my last video, actually the prologue to this, somebody had asked if I could show them how to make a radio, kind of like in Grand Theft Auto or Need for Speed, all them other games, and I am going to show you that today. It's not going to be like streaming from the internet type of radio, just all in-game, using your own sound files and probably not the most I can't even say it, optimized version, but this is how I do it. So I'll show you. You can follow along if you want a radio in your game. Alright? And I'll show you examples, but I'm going to just use a couple of my own songs. Again, these will not be available. Just use your own songs and your own sound files. Alright? You can just follow along. But the first thing we're going to need to start this is something that can simulate a fake radio being played at all times in the game without actually running anything. And we're going to need like a manager. So a script to hold that all in an object. So what I'm going to do is you can create an empty here. And you can name it Game MGR for Game Manager. I'm going to put mine in the camera because I just feel like the camera's everywhere, so might as well have the Game Manager. We might change that later, but for now, just drop it into the camera. And then we're going to add a component. And we're going to call this, well, we need a new script. It's going to be C# script. And we're going to call it Game MGR as well. Alright, create an add, and I will load that up right here. These are my example files, which we don't want all the stuff in there, they're kind of broken, but just drag that over to your scripts folder like we always do, and we'll load that up, and I'll see you in Visual Studio. Alright, so once you're in your Game Manager script, we're going to start by, where's my cursor going? We don't know. But anyway, you're going to need access to an audio source. That's where all sounds come from. So let's do public audio source, like that. We're going to call it audio source, just like that. And then above the audio source, it's going to need to play all sounds or audio clips. So we're going to need a public audio clip, like that. And we're going to call this, I'm going to call it current rock song. And you would do this for all your stations. So let's say you had audio clip. You would say current country song, or maybe even public audio clip current hip hop song, like that. Okay, and then you're going to need a bunch of songs for it to play, and you can house those in public audio clip arrays like this. Make an array like this and call it rock station. And again, you would do the same thing for all your other stations. I think I'm going to just focus on one station for this, and then you can tutorial, or you can copy it, kind of put it in your head how it works, and call it country station, and we'll make another one that's audio clip. Call this hip hop station, or techno station, or however many stations you want to have. Talk shows, or and then we're gonna need some kind of way to tell how much time there's left in the song. So we're gonna make some floats, public float. We're gonna call this total rock time. Public float total hip hop time. Again, we're not going to do all these stations. I just kind of want to show you total, well, country. Forgot country. Country time. Like that. Okay? Once you got that, you need to set your audio source. So we're going to say audio source equals, no, not that. We want the little one. Audio source, or whatever you named it here. Audio source equals get component that we're looking for an audio source, like that, just so it knows what it is, because we're going to have it directly on this object. And once you have your audio source, we're going to go into update function, and we're going to say, let's make this as radio related things, and then we're gonna say if total rock time is less than or equal to 0, I'm gonna say total rock time equals 0. Because basically it's just going to count down, and we don't want it to go less than 0, because at 0 we want to switch to the next song. Okay? Which also means at that same time we need to total rock time minus equals time dot delta time, I think. Okay, so it's just going to keep counting down. So every second, or whatever the time is, it's going to keep counting down. And when it gets to 0, it's going to keep wanting to go past 0, and we're going to say no. If it's less than 0, keep it at 0. Okay? Okay, so let's make our actual radio stations. Again, you would just copy this, copy paste, and make it total country time. You know, just change all this to country, hip hop, whatever. So we're only going to focus on the one station, because you can just do all of these for each station. That makes sense. And we're going to need a coroutine. I like coroutines because you can wait for seconds. I want enumerator, like that. We're going to call this virtual rock radio, like this. Okay. And what's going to happen is, as soon as it starts, you're going to right away yield return new wait for seconds. And I'm going to say just 1 second. Wait a second before you start. Then we're going to have a variable called current rock song equals, it's going to be rock station I, because that number will be determined later in which song to play. You could even have it random if you want to. And then you could debug a .log here just to show you. So you could say rock station this plus, now let's do rock station now playing. Let's do it like this. This looks better to me. Rock station. Like that. Now playing. Yeah. And then you could do current rock song dot name. Like that. So it'll tell you what song's playing in the command thing down below. What is the console? That's the word I'm looking for. Okay. Then we're gonna want a float. We're gonna call it song length. Well, because we want to know how long it is, and that's gonna be current rock song dot length, like that. Then we're going to wait yield return new wait for seconds. We're gonna wait until that song is done. What am I doing here? Song length. So wait until the song's done. Then we're gonna have to check a couple things. Then we're gonna have to check if I is greater than rock station dot length minus 1. Because it has a 0, so we gotta add the minus 1. The array starts at 0. So if it's higher than that, then I equals 0. If not, no, just I equals 0. Else I plus plus. I keep putting if I plus plus. Maybe I wasn't the best choice. You can use any other letter you want. You can put anything, really, any letter. I just put I. If I is greater than or equal to. Well, it doesn't know what I is, so we're gonna give it I. So up here next to current rock radio, you want to say int I, because we're gonna feed it something that is what I is, a number. You know, we won't know until something else gives it that. And then when that's done, you're just gonna play the next song. Play next song. Like this. Alright, we don't have that yet, so we gotta go make it. Up here. So up here we put void play next song. This. Like that. And depending on how many stations and songs you have, you're probably going to want to pass it some things like an int station. Let's do station index. And int song index, maybe. or you can just put station and song so that it'll know. But what you would do here is make a switch statement, like so. So station index. So station index is case 1. Like that. Okay. Then you're gonna start coroutine, and it's gonna be that virtual rock radio, and it needs now thing, and it's gonna be song index. Okay. And don't forget your breaker, it'll literally break. So what we're gonna do is something's gonna give this a song index and a station index, which will probably be the player. But anyway, it's gonna pass it in here so it'll know. And it's gonna say depending on your station. So again, you can just copy these for all your stations. Like this. Country. But now you gotta remember that 2 is country, 1 is rock. Know what I mean? We did forget to set the total rock time to that song length. Does that make a difference? Alright, I'm gonna Control S to save this and hop back into Unity. Alright. And you'll see I brought in some files here. And a couple of my own songs. Check out my other channel, Broke at Best Music, if you want to check those out. We're going to make a new folder. I'm going to call it audio. And that's good enough for now. Eventually we'll... Where did it put my songs? So in here, we're going to just put that into the audio folder. We can subfolder to songs and all that later, but for now that's good. We're going to go ahead and take our game manager script, drop it into our game manager, and I don't know how it did it twice, but okay. You'll see we have rock, country, hip-hop stations. The audio source, we need to add that. We're going to add component audio source like that, and we'll fill all this out with our script. But we do need to say, well, no, it's going to get component audio source, so we're fine there too. What we're going to do, this all gets done by script, so we can just start building our station here. So I'm going to take my new sounds here. I'm going to put this in the rock station, and put this in the rock station. Alright. So we're going to go to the car now and do that part of it. Alright, in your car controller script, we're going to come down here and add some radio components like that. Okay? We're going to need a public int, which is current station. So it's going to start out as 0. We're going to need a public float, which is going to be our remaining time. So remaining time. We're going to need a public audio source, because the car is also going to be an audio source. Come on now. Audio source, audio source. Jeez. Source. And let's do a public audio low pass filter. We're going to do this because we want the sound to be muffled outside of the car. So it's like, you know, when you get out of the car, it kind of muffles the sound. So we're going to do that. Filter. Let's get creative. Alright. Also going to need a reference to our GM script, which is game mgr equals GM script. Okay. No, we don't do that there. We don't say equals. Just call it GM script, and then in the start we have to tell it what that is. I'm gonna say GM script equals or plus equals game object dot find. We're looking for the main camera, and then dot get component. I think we're gonna want get component in children, and it's gonna be game mgr. So find that. I don't know what it's doing here. Get component in children of type game mgr. Like that. Alright. Also gonna need to know what our filter is. Filter is gonna equal get component from this car that is a audio low pass filter. Like that. And then we also need the audio source from this car. Audio source equals get component audio source. Like that. Okay? So that's all our things, I believe. Oh, it's actually a function built into Unity, so we gotta do that. Okay, now we have all our things. So when we can drive our car, we're gonna say go ahead and put that audio source dot volume, is it? Volume? Yeah, volume equals 1. Crank it up, because our radio is going to be jamming, right? And how do we switch stations? So let's say if, well, let's switch radio station. Okay, if input.get key down. Let's say key code. Let's use the period or dot period. Is that a key? Period? Yeah. So when you press the period key, we're going to well, you want if current station is less than or equal to, and then your total number of stations. So we're gonna have 3 so far, right? So 0, 1, 2, 2. So if it's less than or equal to 2, then we're going to current station plus plus, go up 1. And then we're also going to start coroutine. Once we have our new current station, we're gonna switch radio station to the new current station. Okay, and I think we're gonna have to make this function, which we will do. We're just gonna copy this real quick. Copy. Control V. And we're gonna do comma for the other one. Comma. Press comma. Then we will say, I think we have to do these backwards. So if it's greater than or equal to 1, then you want to go backwards, minus. And then switch your radio station to the new station. Alright? Just like that. And while we're here, we'll make a switch statement that says if current station, okay. If it's case 3, we'll go backwards, which was what, our hip hop station. So if it's our hip hop station, then remaining time is gonna be GM script dot total hip hop time and break. This is going to be the same for all the other stations, so you can set those. No. Alright, I'm just going to type them. Case 2, which was country. Remaining time equals GM script dot total country time. Break. In case 1, which was our rock station, remaining time equals GM script dot total rock time. Like that. And break. Just gonna set the remaining time for this script to the total time we have left on the songs. Guess we don't need this default. I don't know. I'll just leave it there. Doesn't hurt anything. And well, I guess if remaining time is less than or equal to 0, because it will run out, then we want to switch the station. So we'll do this same Control V, switch radio station. But leave the current station. I believe that's correct. Which will just basically play the next song. Oh, well, I guess if you can't drive, so else, you can't drive, audio source dot volume equals 0.5. And we're doing this because if the car's still on, you want to be able to hear your radio, your music playing. Yeah. Okay. So let's come down here to where our enumerators, I always put them at the end. So I enumerator switch radio station. We're going to switch it to into new station. Like that. for now. Then yield return new, wait 4 seconds. For now, 1 second. Let's just wait 1 second. If new station equals 1, audio source dot clip is gonna be GM script dot current rock song, because it's our station number 1. Remember, current rock song audio source dot time. I think time is gonna be GM script dot current rock song dot length minus our remaining time. Like that. And then we're gonna play it. Audio source dot play. Like that. And again, you're gonna copy this for all the radio stations. So it'll just be Control C, else, Control V, else, Control V, and then say 2, and you just change these out to hip hop. To have a complete hip hop, but you would just keep doing this for all your stations. Country, current hip song, huh? Hip hop song dot length like that. And you need an else for this. Else audio source dot stop. Like that. We're gonna change this to 3 and find out why it is angry. Oh, because I never put the little semicolon there. There we go. So that takes care of the car, which leaves us with our player. And he has a very small function in all this. So let's hop on over here. Player control. And he simply going to have I don't know if I want a public or not. Public int last station. You can put this wherever, it doesn't have to be here. Yeah, because we want to assign it. Just so we kind of remember the last station we listened to when we're in our car, and it'll go back to it. And then when we get into our car, so when we get in our car, we want vehicle script dot current station to equal our last station. Let's have GM script. We don't. Oh, we haven't added that to him yet. Okay, hold on a minute. We need a game manager script. Game ngr script. And game mgr script. Game mgr script equals same thing, game object dot find main camera dot get component and child or children. We're looking for a game manager like that. So now we can go back down here and let's say game manager script. I could have just put GM script, but that's okay. Game manager script. Game mgr script. The audio source volume equals 0.1f. I think that's what I want. I also want to do vehicle script dot audio source dot spatial blend equals 0. And that's like the 3D effect, the Doppler effect. I also want to make sure that car vehicle script dot filter dot enabled equals false. So we want it to be clear sound because you're in the car at this point. And once he's in the car, after he closes the door, we're gonna say vehicle script dot start coroutine switch radio station to last station. That. Or is it because I have to look for it by name? I'll give this a shot. Hold on a second. And comma. This is the other way you can look up coroutines like this. Yeah. Okay. You look for it by name and then last station. And that solves getting in the car. But when we're out of the car, first we want to stop that vehicle script dot stop coroutine stop switch radio station. That we want to make sure that last station equals vehicle script dot current station, just in case you switched sometime during your drive. You want to update that. And I think somewhere around here we're gonna say GM script, game manager script dot audio source dot volume. Give that back to 1. And then what else do we have? Game manager script. No, the vehicle. Vehicle script dot audio source dot spatial blend equals 1. And then down here I'm going to put vehicle script dot filter dot enable equals true. That. Anything else? I believe that's it. So let's go back and see what we did. So let's see what happens. Let's go to our game manager. And now, I feel like I really should put something in here just so you guys can hear it, but I don't know what kind of files I have. Let me look, see if I have anything. Okay, so we should be able to see this now. So if we go to play and then get in the car, there's no radio now, so we hit the comma. So here's the get out. It kind of muffles it, and then as you get away from the car, it's quiet. Okay, I admit, maybe I was envious. Now I will show you the other ones, but they are copyrighted, so it's going to be just flicking through them. Get to where you are. I tried so hard.
Bad attitude from being tired. Ask for anyone's seat.
Block of ice around your heart. Yeah, that's how you get a basic radio station going. I mean, you just... Again, if you were to go back to 0, which I don't think we are allowed to go back to 0. Let's find out. I think it's time for you to move. Get out of my way. Get out of my way. Nothing left to... Yeah, and 0 is off. Now the radio's still going to be going. So even if you get out of your car and walk around and get back in, it's still going to remember where you were.
What's the hood go?
I don't know, I can't get it to just go to 1. It's like double, triple firing. But anyway, you guys get the point, right? It's just got to figure out a better way to up and down the radio, because for some reason it just goes straight to
Wells and some old honk.
But there you go. That's how you get a radio in your car. And if I could show you, you know what, let me cut to the end of that beginning song and you'll see that it switches to the next song. So you can see see how it just kind of switched over there all by itself. And then it'll just keep playing. Something's supposed to happen and it never did. And the car will float away because games. But yeah, and as you can see, if you look on the right here, it's still counting down. Or it's not. I don't think that's the one that counts down. I think the virtual radio, where's that at? In the game manager. You can see it's still counting down. So it's still playing. When you get in the car, it'll pick up where you left off. They'll keep switching songs even though you're not in the car. Just like a real radio station. You'll pop back in and it'll just be at a different part in the song. So I hope you guys think that's pretty cool. I definitely do. This is a rough, crude interpretation here. But if you have any questions, hit me up in the comment section. I'll try to answer them. Again, I'm not going to keep uploading the project files because it just makes it too easy for you guys. And you don't learn anything that way. But I don't want to leave you hanging, so I will answer questions. If you say mine doesn't work, we'll figure out why. Alright? So, yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this. Let me know what you think. What else you would like to see. What do you want in your game that you need help with? I might start doing some minor setup for customization in the next video. We'll see. But just want to thank you guys again for sitting in with me and hopefully learning something, and we'll see what happens, man. I'm really trying to make the game I want to play that just doesn't exist. Alright? So, good luck on your projects. Hopefully they're turning out cool. Send me a link. If you got a YouTube video or a channel, send me a link. I'll check it out. Show me what you're doing with this stuff. Because you might be a better programmer than me. I'm not that far along. Yeah, just thanks again. You guys have a good day, evening, morning, and take it easy.